What's going on, everybody? The Hair here to talk about WrestleMania Backlash. First and foremost, we will talk about the travesty, the fuckery that was Damien Priest versus The Miz in a Lumberjack match. Now, it wasn't your regular Lumberjack match, it was a Lumberjack zombie match. Yes, you heard that right. Lumberjack zombie. So, man, this is one of those things where WWE, even AEW, other companies have done a lot of stupid fucking things, especially WWE as of recently. You know, they went to the PG era, the G era, whatever you want to call it, catering to the kids. We get that, I understand that. Jesus, this was a freaking crazy segment. I can't even get the words out. Almost, it was a one of the it was probably the stupidest segment I've seen in the modern era. There was legitimate zombies coming out. So we'll backtrack to the beginning. Morrison walks in. He's into the lumberjack locker room, and he walks in. He opens it and sees zombies. Yeah, zombies. Not so I guess you could say people portraying zombies, which that's what it was in actuality. But to him, they were real zombies. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is kind of dumb, but whatever. Hopefully, they don't actually bring that to the ring. And but then I'm thinking, shit, this is WWE we're talking about. And they're promoting Army of the Dead, starring Batista, all that jazz, all that good stuff. We saw it last night in the UFC fight. They're Army of the Dead. They were sponsored, in the UFC event too. Now they were sponsoring WrestleMania Backlash. You kept hearing about it. Of course, the Batista WWE correlation. So you're thinking, all right, hopefully it was just that. Nope. So the match begins. You fast forward down. The match begins, and there's zombies they're all across. They're crawling out of the announce table. They're all around. There's smoke everywhere. It's just it's again one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. For in professional wrestling, that's saying a lot. I've seen wrestling for a long time. Um, Man, there's been a lot of dumb stuff, but this was really again, I can't even get the words out with this. I can't believe how dumb this was. So you're telling the audience again, kids kids are watching it, yes, but a lot of us adults watch it too, telling them that zombies are invading it. And then there's a point where Priest and the Miz are fighting off the zombies together. They're in unison fighting them off. I'm like, oh my goodness. So my girl was watching it, right? And she just couldn't believe what she was watching either. She was laughing about it. Like the one time she watches it, and it's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. And it was a travesty. It was super cringy. Um, and probably the worst part of this. So Priest wins. Just we'll fast forward. Priest wins, right? And and Priest goes to the top because the zombies are crawling in, and they pay an homage to The Walking Dead, one of my favorite shows of all time. There's a damn you can't see it right here, but there's posters of it. There's a zombie cat. I dig that shit. Not in my wrestling though. I like it on the silver screen, or I guess you could say actual TV shows, right? So the match ends. Damian Priest is on the ropes. He's avoiding the zombie attack. So the Miz is on the floor, and so is Morrison. They're there, and in the Walking Dead one, there's a fallen warrior, a fallen soldier. The zombies attack it. They rip it apart. They eat it. Whatever the case may be. That's what was essentially going on in this. At the end of this match, the zombies went. They crawled on top of the Miz and Morrison. They were ripping them. Again, this is what they're insinuating, ripping them apart. They were on top of them. I'll show the visual in the thumbnail. It was super insane. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Right away I was like, man, this is going to get ripped to shreds. Of course it did. Comments galore. So Batista also they tweet Batista, why did you allow this? He said, I didn't allow this shit. I'm on a plane. You should be tweeting Vince McMahon. And I'm assuming he's the one that did and said, oh, that's good shit, whatever, the Dean Ambrose meme or whatever, Moxley. Um, Man, it was horrible. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. If they're going to be, oh, we survived the attack, the whatever, the apocalypse. It's just crazy. one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life, one of the cringiest things I've ever seen in my life. And the sucky part of this was actually a good pay per view. Solid matches, super solid matches. Lashley, McIntyre, and Strowman tore the house down. Roman and Cesaro killed it. One match of the year, potentially. I mean, but this was such a fucking God, such a black spot in the wrestling universe. It was horrible. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I can't believe I knew it right away. I'm like, I'm gonna have to film this. I'm gonna have to put the camera up and film this. Film a reaction because this is crazy. One of the worst segments of all time. I hope they try to forget it. This wasn't even a Halloween themed pay per view. This was just again they're trying to do their army of the dead thing and just I'm at a loss of words. Trying to contain myself. Horrible, ugly shit that we saw. Um, that's all I have to say about that. It's just I can't believe what was put on the screen with how they allowed it. Just stupid, ridiculous. It's all dumb. Great pay per view. Horrible segment. One of the worst segments of all time. The hair out.